I got summer on my mind, nowhere else, no Lord, take me downtown to you. People show me love, but I can't take it. What I said was true, real pain can't fake it. Still they wanna be with me, still they wanna leave with me, still they wanna feel like me, still I can't believe it's me. Time you spend with me, I spend mine on being free. On a flight to NYC, I see you and you see me. I wonder why you need to lie when you see me cry, when you see me shy, when you see me high, when you see me die. Where we from, you don't know. You will know where we will go. Yeah, I'm here, where are you? There's nothing we can do. We up in here with one thing, I might let's leave with something. Then we play still, drink my way all day. In beats by Dre, then we go get buzzed, get drunk, get crunk, get done. I am SY, no lie, at least you get to witness. Kill so many songs, you think I have a hit list. That's straight, where we love your money business. 'Cause we young and we get money. I got summer on my mind, nowhere else, no Lord, take me downtown to you. People show me love, but I can't take it. What I said was true, real pain can't fake it.
Welcome back to the vlog. I hope everybody's doing well. So I guess as you can tell by the thumbnail or the title, I guess what it's like to daily drive LS powered Lsxj or AMC Pioneer, LS swap, whatever you want to call it. But just trying to get my camera dialed in here. But yeah, I guess first and foremost is, the big one is, fuel efficiency for sure. I mean, this thing originally had a 2.8 liter. This isn't referring to everybody. Not everybody's going to have the 2.8 liter. Most people are going to have the 4 liter, but I mean, why would you switch that out, right? So I guess my big thing was, fuel efficiency, the 2.8 liter, being at 80,000 original miles when the swap was done, or when I did the swap, like, who in the right mind would change out a motor, with that amount of kilometers, I guess you can say. So it's, I guess definitely took some criticism over it and whatnot, but fuel efficient wise, like 20 to 28 miles per gallon is what I'm getting on the highway. That's because I have 355 gears. This thing's geared for the highway. It's basically a grocery getter. It's a show car. It's basically built for going to car shows, or you know what I mean. This isn't one of those builds that it's gonna go out on the trail like most Lsxjs, right? This thing has been well taken care of from the day that it left the factory, so it's gonna stay that way, right? So it's got the Ford 8.8 out back rear disc brakes, third heavy duty 31 splined. It with that gear ratio, 20-28 miles per gallon on the highway, yes, that's good fuel mileage sorry, forgive me with the camera here. I'm just still learning how to use my gimbal here, but it seems to be wandering a little bit here. But besides the point, I guess city-wise, I get anywhere from 12 miles per gallon. You know, I got a heavy foot in the city, right? So 12 miles per gallon, anywhere from 22 to 25 miles per gallon, right? Because city, I still think of city like, you know, there is some freeway driving, so it just depends on who, what, where, and when you're going and whatnot. So I guess it's a super stout ride. Like it's been ultra reliable. I have drove this thing halfway across Canada through the Canadian Rockies in a heat wave. So 42 humidex the day that I was climbing the Holley, which is the highest summit, one of the highest summits in Canada. So that's a big one. Engine 208, trans 155, everything's staying cool, right? So that's another super rad thing about, you know, building something and not really knowing until you get out on the highway and trying it, because there's no climb like climbing the Holley, right? So it's I guess when you get in that situation and you're really experiencing it, then you're like, oh, nice, this it's actually handling it really well. So I think that was really cool, doing that trip and actually bringing it out here, driving it, versus, you know, putting it on a trailer or in a trailer and trailering it out, right? So super reliable, dead reliable. You know, LS's, yes, everybody has their mixed emotions, but this thing it's an old iron block, so dead reliable. So I guess reliability, fuel efficiency, those are like the two biggest things, right? So I mean, every day, you know, I do drive this thing every day. It is my daily driver. I don't have another vehicle out here, so I go get groceries, I go golfing, I do everything I'm going to do in this thing except take it down gravel road or grid roads or anything like that, right? So yeah, it's pretty neat to build something and, you know, put it together. And I guess, you know, it's one thing, you know, to have it for car shows and stuff like that, but to take it around and daily drive it and stuff like that, you know, a lot of people, lots of looks, a lot of people like the thing, and a lot of people that look at it and like it, they don't have any clue what, you know, there's a big old LS and it's fully built underneath, because you wouldn't know unless you looked underneath it. So I think that's the coolest thing about this rig here. So I guess that's about it. I mean, if you're contemplating LS swapping your Lsxj or doing any kind of LS conversion, I highly recommend it, right? Because I mean, parts availability, there's so much LS support out there for basically anywhere. You go look in any junkyard, you go look anywhere, marketplace, Craigslist, and you're gonna find parts readily available and for cheap. So I guess once you have your platform there and built, once it's built, then what's a starter? What's a power steering pump? What's, you know what I mean? So I guess, yeah, that's it for today. And I guess thanks for watching. I did get a new vlogging tool. I got a new gimbal, so I hope you guys like the montage, and I hope you guys like the new edits. I just want to keep getting better and better every single video at vlogging. So, and that's, I guess, the idea behind purchasing a gimbal, because, you know, I always thought I had a steady hand, but yeah, I'm still learning a lot now, and I guess stay tuned for more great content. I definitely want to be heading south this winter, so check out California's car scene, maybe Arizona's car scene, and see what other kind of cars and coffees are out there, right? Not just Vancouver. Like, I want to be diverse and try other places, right? So appreciate everybody who already is subscribed, and, you know, people who support my channel, support me. You know, if you are not subscribed, please consider it. It's free. I'll never go out and, you know, just push subs, but, you know, here I am. You know, I'd really appreciate it. And I guess stay tuned for more great content, and thanks for watching. Boom. Can't punch camera anymore.